We're talking politics and a big debate last night, which could, again, one of these races that could determine the balance of power in the U.S. Senate, the Oz-Fetterman debate. And this was one that there was going to be a lot of attention on because of Fetterman specifically and the stroke and how that would work in a debate setting and how, Dr. Oz would handle that situation, because it's not easy to be him in that situation, dealing with somebody who everyone knows has got this issue, a cognitive issue as well. The truth is, he's a far left liberal, and on a lot of issues, the moderators ask pretty simple questions to him, like, You said in 2018 you're against fracking, now you're for fracking. What's your position? All he said is, I support fracking. I mean, he could not have a discussion. That was the problem with Fetterman. He could not even have a discussion to his own questions. So really, it wasn't a debate between Oz and Fetterman. It was like, pick who you'd like to be representing your state, really, because they didn't get much back and forth. I think that was smart for Oz.
This is like a court case. You got to read the room. And in reading the room, his best plan was, I'm going to address the issues head on. I'm going to discuss the issues head on. But what I'm not going to do is go after him. He never went after him really personally. It was on some policy issues, never a personal attack. I think that was smart. Now, having said that, the truth is, this is still going to be a 2% race.
Yeah.
Because the parties are so locked in, it doesn't matter whether the person has the cognitive capability or not. It's so RD late, Republican, Democrat aspect. That's just the way it is. The normal rules you'd have in play just don't exist. Having said that, like I said, it's going to be a really close race. I think it was plus for Dr. Oz.
If we get close to Election Day, as we're in the studio, as we're able to go to our experts and folks who are out on the campaign trail all around the country. And one of those folks, our Senior Counsel for Global Affairs, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. Right now you're in Texas. I would imagine that the issues are similar. In Texas, it might be that border takes up maybe as number one, a top issue, because they're dealing with it so much there, and of course illegal immigration. But it seems like it's the economy. Again, this is the economy and feeling safe. Both those issues, economy and crime.
Every place I go, the American family is suffering from these same things, and they're all connected to Jordan. You actually laid it out perfectly. If you have a soft southern border and you allow 4 million people in the course of 20 months, there's more drugs in the street. You have the risk of more crime, and people feel less economically secure and less personally safe. So you're right, different slight parties where they go, but people can feel the uncertainty and the insecurity that has resulted from intentional decisions that the Biden administration made. I'll add, too, you're down in Texas. You can't do this without talking about energy. Every family is going to pay 25 or 30% more for electricity to heat their home, or natural gas to heat their home this winter. That is going to be a cost that is enormous on the American family, and people are tired of it. It didn't have to be. These were political choices that were made by a president who tells us that the economy is strong as hell. When people are suffering, they can see that's not true.
We are joined by a great friend of ours, Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee. I love a tweet sent out this morning. Unfortunately, it's true that Senator Blackburn sent out that the jump in Halloween candy in Biden's economy, the prices, again, up 13% for Halloween candy.
When you think about Halloween candy being up 13%, and what that is going to do to family budgets as they get ready for fall festivals and carnivals and trick-or-treating. And this is a time where it really kind of hits home. Like you were saying, people are rounding the corner on Halloween. They're preparing for Thanksgiving. They're thinking about what they're going to do for Christmas. You already have surveys out. The Wall Street Journal has an article on how people are buying less. They've already started buying differently, but now they're already buying less when they go to the grocery store. And the impact this is going to have on children and families, and how this does affect the pocketbook. How parents are saying, well, which one of us needs to go get an extra job so that we can work ourselves through the next few months?
Obviously, folks, in the next 13 days, we're going to be giving you a lot of analysis on all of these issues, because this is a very critical midterm. The control of the House of the Senate's at stake.